Hi everyone, you've just come over from James's channel, golf channel, and seen me smash this £500 driver. So now we're going to compare it with a £50 driver. Let's do it. I can't do it.
And let's do it now.
That is not our slogan.
No, it's not our slogan, but... Hi everyone, welcome back to Off Course with the Robinsons. We are off course.
Good one.
We're in the studio. Off studio? I don't really know. But welcome to the channel. Guys, Laura, what have they got to do if they're new to the channel? If they've come over from the main channel, what's our goal for the next few weeks?
We need to get 10,000 subscribers because we've got good things coming.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss out. So you need to like, subscribe, comment below, and make sure you carry on watching.
Yeah, just check out some of the videos. We've done some ridiculous videos so far, haven't we?
Yeah, there's a few good ones coming.
Anyway, so how do you want to do this? Because, I mean, looking at these...
Well, you've just told me that this is £54.
And you couldn't believe it, could you?
No.
Like, you could buy almost 10 of them. I'm sure that RRP on that is probably $5.50 anyway as well. So I bet you could get 10 of them for one of them. But why would you want 10 drivers?
Which is insane. Now, if this was like everyday life and I was buying a pair of shoes, I'd go for the cheaper ones because that's just me.
Really?
Yeah, you know what I'm like.
Yeah.
I battered the garage doorman down.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did well there, actually, yeah. And looking at them, like I've matched them pretty much identical specs, haven't I? I've put a light graphite ladies shaft pretty much in the Titleist.
Yeah.
The Titleist TSi2 head is 11 degree. The Inesis head is a high launch, which is around 11, maybe 12. It does look like it's got a little bit more loft on it than the Titleist.
To me, this head looks taller, if you know what I mean.
Taller, deeper. Potentially, yeah.
Whatever.
So the shaft lengths are pretty much the same, loft's the same. They're both lightweight graphite shafts. The Titleist is a little bit longer actually looking at that.
Yeah.
But can you feel any difference like in holding them? You know, like obviously when you get an expensive car, you can feel that it's more expensive.
No, they weigh exactly the same.
Not so much weight, but like maybe build quality.
Like this, I mean, no offence to this one, it probably
Let's call them by it's a Titleist and Inesis they are.
This one?
That one's the Inesis.
The Inesis. Looks like the head could fly off at any time.
That's not a great endorsement for them, but it's not an endorsed video, so you can say what you want. What about the Titleist?
Do you know, it just looks so much nicer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what we'll do, you've had a bit of a lesson. You're actually swinging quite well at the moment, aren't you? We're not going to look at the bad ones too much, but we're going to put them both in the club comparison system here in the studio and just see kind of when you have a good one, is it worth maybe having that £500 driver as opposed to a 50 quid driver. So out of interest...
We've just changed my grip, haven't we? So I haven't had much practice with the new grip. So
do you reckon there's many people who've come and watched this video who don't watch the main one? I'd hope so. So if you have, go and check it out if you want. You don't have to, but...
I'd say so.
How much difference would you want if you were a golfer with the £500 one and the 50 quid one? Would it have to be like...
I don't think you can say it like that because, you know, every golfer's different. Everybody's got a different budget, haven't they? Some of us haven't got a bank account that we can just fly through, so I suppose it depends on...
Yeah, fair enough. And that's actually a really interesting way of looking at it. I wish we'd have said that. I'm going to put this in the actual main golf
You know, in my
video.
opinion, golf's a very expensive sport.
So coming from someone who isn't a golfer,
like
you can't justify it on performance. Very good. So if you want to see this in the second video, if you're in the second video, we're here. If you want to see it in the second video, come and check it out.
And like Gary's just done that video on buying a budget set for beginners.
Yeah.
Even 300 quid, 299 to
Isn't
me
budget.
is like not budget.
Whereas that is. Right, let's hit some balls anyway. I'd turn the heater on for you, but the sound's terrible. Right, so we're going to start with the Titleist. We're going to discount the bad ones. Like, we'll look at them all at the end like we would in one of my typical club reviews. But really, this video for me is looking at when you absolutely nail a Titleist, how does it compare to when you absolutely nail a 50 quid cheap driver for a beginner, like a total beginner? Not even a Foxy beginner, like a beginner.
Yeah.
So...
To say like Foxy played other sports...
Yeah, you've not really done much, have you?
Mine stopped at GCSE, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, silhouetting or whatever you called it.
Majoretting.
Sorry.
Fitter than you.
Right, Titleist first. Great swing. How good was that?
Straight down the middle.
Oh, 2,000 spin. Very good. T-peg went straight back as well. That must mean it was a good shot.
Really?
No, but people say that.
Well, yours always go behind you.
So that already is a shot to beat, really, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not the furthest I've hit.
No, it's not. The furthest was 170, but it was a long way left, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But okay, a little bit left, 148. I'll be interested to hear about your review on the experience of them as well, because obviously a lot of people will spend the money on the golf clubs because it feels nicer, it sounds nicer.
Because previously, I haven't hit a driver well. It's been like...
Yeah, you haven't well at all, have you, to be fair? I think the reason you hit it left is because the only time you ever really hit one, you smashed it into the housing estate on the right-hand side in Spain. So maybe it's just subconsciously there.
Yeah. It's done something to me.
Mm.
Didn't hit down on it.
Yeah, good strike again. Just turning the hands a little bit too much. We're not going to worry too much because you know what? It's going to be fairly consistent, I think, which is all we can really ask for. We'll hit 2 more, then we'll go into the £54 Inesis. Awesome swing. So much better than it was, honestly. You could play golf like this quite easily.
Well, I don't think so. I ain't got the confidence.
You already hit it better than Chris.
It's not hard, is it?
No.
Spends all his time on his putting green.
Wow. How good was that?
Felt good, you know. Yeah.
Are you going to leave me hanging then?
Just a big deal.
Just a big deal. Right,
Now,
will be a
where's
big
my
deal
thing?
with this £54 driver, and let's see how you...
Where's my T-peg gone?
Probably went behind you. Right. So 5 shots, all a bit scattered, all a bit low. It is a high loft driver. I mean, 3 of them are in play, aren't they? They're really, really good. That last one was 171 yards. What was it spinning at? Spinning at 1,500. And that just goes to show that the club edge speed isn't really there yet. Obviously, club edge speed at 70. Once we get that up, just by hitting more balls and being a bit faster,
Right.
you'll hit it a lot further. Right, we're going to move on to... Right, we're going to move on to the Inesis.
Inesis.
So you've not hit one with this since your first ever lesson, have you?
Oh,
Does it feel any different holding it down at the ball?
a little bit lighter, if I'm going to be honest.
She's nailed it. How good was that? That's 2 like awesome swings in a row. You're going to be embarrassed about it. Where's your dance? You danced on the serious channel and on here you're not dancing.
Yeah, no.
Anyway.
You can add a snippet. Like this.
What are you doing?
That's my celebration.
For what?
For a good hit.
Oh, okay, right.
Of me dancing.
You're not dancing because you've got used to hitting good shots now. So
Yeah, and I'm a big deal. I don't have to cover it up with rubbish moves.
Oh, hand-eye coordination was better there. See, you've been practicing it, honestly, like guys at
That was
home.
my left hand as
She's
well.
literally, since the dig about the hand-eye coordination, she's literally just been like throwing potatoes up in the kitchen and trying to catch them just to make it better.
I threw it at you.
Another good one.
161.
Very good. Club speed 78.5. Wow.
So what should it be?
Well, it should never be something. It's just is what it is. Like mine's around
Don't embarrass me here.
mine's really slow. Mine's like 108, whereas Chris's is up near 120, and
Oh, really?
yeah, so
Show off. I think I found my hand position now for a driver.
good.
No, that was rubbish. I took it back too
Yeah,
far.
rubbish, not your best. And this is where this gets really interesting, because when you do that, it doesn't matter what you're using there or how much you've spent, does it?
No. But I knew straight away what I'd done then.
Teeing the ball up always looks like so much effort.
Because I like to get the dot facing and I like
Well, yeah,
the
but you haven't got to-
symmetrical line.
Crawl around on the floor to do it.
I'm not crawling around on the floor.
Come
You've
on.
got your leg in there like this.
Like what?
Like that. Show it again.
I'm going to have some fun editing this. That is pretty
That is
remarkable.
bang down the middle.
That
Not
is,
even deviated that one.
you know what's really upsetting for you? I was checking the volumes on the mics while you hit that, so I didn't even look at it.
Aww.
The good news is the volumes on the mics are pretty good.
Yeah, thanks. Just get down. Put my tea on.
I mean, as an average, this is gonna kick the Titleist's ass, isn't it?
No. Sorry.
Do you know, knowing you as a person,
Yeah.
and this is going to be a really interesting point, do you feel more comfortable with that
Because it's cheaper.
because it's cheaper and you know
Yeah.
you're not going to break it?
Yeah.
I was thinking that, you know.
No.
No, not your best. Well, that's 5 pretty evenish shots, isn't it? And
Yeah.
going back to that price,
2 good, 3 good, 2 rubbish.
yeah. Going back to that point on price, like even when you're something daft like when you go and take my car somewhere.
Yeah, I'm much more careful in your car.
Yeah, but good. Well, not the new one that's coming because that's you'll have some fun in that. 10,000 and we'll know, won't we?
Yeah.
But what was I going to say? I was hoping you'd be more angry. That was the first time I've told her we've got a channel car coming, but
No, you kind of give it away when you was like, I need you to drive me here. I was like, why?
yeah.
And about, no, we'll not say.
We're not going to say.
No.
Might be a pretty cool number plate, but we're not going to say. If you're going to hit another one, hit it with this one. You're loving it, aren't you? We're supposed to be done. This is supposed to be finished. Go on then, go again. Go one more.
Not too bad.
One more with this
Not
as well.
too
We're going to
shabby.
change it back over. I mean, that as dispersions. To be fair, if you put this on, it'll look just like one of my reviews, wouldn't it? Realistically.
It's
That
a
one would as
review.
well. Yeah, one of my reviews that I hit.
Oh, your dispersion,
Yeah.
you mean?
She's absolutely nailed that one. Really nice. I notice a difference in sound, do you? No?
Sounds so
Probably just my trained ear, but right, that is, I'm trying to block you out. That is, you stood on the map, mate, you taller. There we go. That is half a dozen shots hit with an expensive Titleist TSi2 and a very, very, very budget Inesis 100. Before we look at the numbers, how do you feel like if I didn't tell you the numbers?
I felt, like you say, I felt more comfortable hitting the cheaper one.
So I guess that depends on,
Like you've already made a dig that, you didn't want me to
you need to break it. I probably shouldn't have done that.
ruin it.
Anyway, let's have a look at the numbers. Oh, it's just like being on the proper channel. Right. Titleist. Room for improvement. But that's fine because you're new
good
to
way
it.
to
Yeah,
learn.
I've got no issues with that. Then the Inesis.
Much more down the middle.
Much more down the middle, isn't it, really? There's only really one bad one there. There was a Tommy Topper as well. So if we look at the numbers, we're going to look at all of them and pick out probably the best, to be honest. So 131 carry, 147 carry, 50-yard carry. 50-yard carry? That wasn't your best, was it? 154 carry, 73 carry, 127 carry. Giving us an average, which means absolutely nothing, of 114 carry, I'll give you 128 because...
I'm good.
Yeah, it's better than that, isn't it? We're not going to bother too much at spin rates and things. We're going to look at ball speed, actually. That's be quite cool. Ball speed's a couple over 100, which is good. Your highest ball speed being 107.8 with the Inesis. Now, if we go over to the Titleist, can you remember those numbers, Laura?
107.
123, 117, 135, 125, 154, 147.
Got a higher average.
Higher average of 133, so quite a...
Interesting.
I mean, it doesn't really mean anything at all, that, but... and 152.
Lower ball speed.
Your best drive with the Titleist pitched 154 and finished 171, which was really good. And your highest ball speed was 106, which was higher.
A little bit lower. There's 107 on the
Oh, was it?
Inesis, yeah.
Oh, shows how I only just passed GCSE maths.
You just taught me to remember it.
Sorry. So, how... Are we keeping you?
No, your mum's just...
Do you want the middle or can I...
Well, not make fun of it. Your head's been covering my whole body this entire time.
10,000 guys, and we've got some fantastic news. Right, you're that one. So, 500 quid, 50 quid, as a golf coach, as a golf pro, if I'm looking at that and Laura comes to me and says, I'm thinking about taking golf up, my partner's a bit of a knob, but he plays golf and I want to spend some more time with him, probably what you'd say to someone, isn't it? What should I do? I would all day be giving her the 50 quid driver, just because chances are you're probably going to break it at some point.
But you don't know how serious you are about it either.
No, but for 50 quid, like, similar...
Yeah, that's what I mean, you would never buy that if it's your first time.
Yeah, absolutely. And for £50, you could probably buy it, use it for a season, and sell it on to one of your mates for 20 or 30 quid.
Yeah.
And that's like anything in life. I'm not digging out like expensive golf clubs here.
No.
If we talk performance and you're trying to get someone as good as they possibly can quick, it did perform better. Like not necessarily dispersion, but distance-wise, it was better on average. The highest one was better. Averages don't mean much because the consistency wasn't there. If you're going to do this test really scientifically, you'd have to take 1,000 shots. We've got too much work to do in the house, so I ain't got time for that. But guys, we hope you enjoyed that. If you have, subscribe. We're over 10,000, and we've got some cool lol.
Oh my God.
Honestly, you really don't want to miss it. Thank you very much. There you go.
You're a bit like...
Off course with the Robinsons.
What's he called? Dr. Evil?
Sign us out because it's your job now. I'm going to teach you to edit this as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. You can rate me out of 10 on my dance moves. No bother.
You didn't dance on this video. Show us one.
No, that you can put a snip.
Okay.
Like this.
What are you doing?
That's my celebration.
For what?
For a good hit.
Oh, okay, right.
Snip clip or whatever it's called. So remember to like, subscribe. Big things are coming, so if we can get up to 10,000 subscribers, that would be brilliant. And then more house things come in.
And car.
Car things come in.
The whole point I set the channel up was to do car stuff. But
Wedding things come in. I've asked James if he'll wear Cuban heels on the day. Make him look... What do we do now?
I don't know. I cut you off with the jokes, it was nasty. But now you're back on.
Okay. So we'll see you in 2 days' time. Do you want to show you some
exit stage.
majorette room moves?
No, I thought you might just walk off like...